fucking boy. And we back at it like a bad habit.
We're doing it.
Doug,
We're doing it.
Bro, I say this every single time we do a podcast. It's been far too fucking long.
Yeah.
It's been far too long.
That's also a good thing. We got a lot to talk about.
100%. 100%.
I don't even know where to start.
Dude,
I feel like
it's
you
just-
got some stuff to tell me. How about the cookies?
That's a good place to
You
start.
said you had to explain it, so...
Yeah, so, little context for the listeners. Doug showed up, 5 minutes ago. We were just doing our thing. And I was like, I'm eating a chicken Caesar wrap. And I'm like, yo, Doug, you want something to eat? And I didn't much to offer because I assume my fridge, it's broccoli, it's carrots, it's it's just shit you wouldn't want to snag on probably just admit it for a podcast. But this dude, I saw the cookies and I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna eat them bitches. They're just calling my name. So I was like, Doug, you want them bitches? Reason though, I would say long story short, but it's a podcast, so why not just take the long story, right? We're gonna jump right into it. I've had a massive realization, like a massive, perspective-wise, mindset-wise, goal-oriented-wise. Very unhappy in certain stages of my life for very long. And even when I wasn't unhappy, I was undisciplined. I would give into feelings and cravings and negative ideas and all that. And it's, one step at a time. And giving those cookies away to you, it might seem like just a little weird thing. But for me, it's like, I'm shredding that bullshit off.
Yeah.
Like, that ain't coming back. It ain't happening.
You don't want those cookies.
I don't want those No, here's the thing. Hear me out. I want those fucking cookies.
Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah,
need those
yeah.
fucking cookies. See, I realized over the last couple of days, I've really been thinking about this. I've realized there's two beings inside of me. Okay? Not in like a schizophrenic type of way.
Yeah.
Let me clarify that. Don't lock me up. But my brain and my heart, in each one of those, there's an entity just fucking gnawing away at me all day. And in my brain, I got this little bitch. He's sitting there all fucking day crying and moping and eating fast food and watching movies and playing video games all day after work and being content with life and, not wanting to give his all and wanting me to fold under the pressure and not try to aspire for anything because what's the point when you have security? Security's a great thing, right? Fuck that. Then, in my heart, I didn't know I had this motherfucker till very recently. But in my motherfucking heart, man, I got this thing that's gnawing away at me. I mean, I don't want to say a demon, but I got a angry angel. Like an angel of the Bible type shit. Like I got an archangel just sitting in my heart right now. And this dude is just 23 hours a day he's locked in a dark room with nothing to do but his fucking thoughts. With nothing to do except planning how to escape that room. And he's going to do anything he can to escape that motherfucking room. Because that's just how he wants it. That's how he needs it. And about 1 hour a day, this is metaphorically speaking, an hour a day I let him out of that room. I put him on a chain leash. And I tie him to the wall. It's a little room. But he walks around. He gets his shit together. And in that moment, he starts really implementing what he's thinking in that dark room. When he's in that dark space, he's thinking about how he can get out. Now that he's out, he's doing actions. He's grabbing that chain and fucking ripping it from the wall. He's not going to break that chain. Not yet, at least, but he's going to try. He's ripping that thing all fucking day. Every single day, 24 hours a day, he's ripping that fucking chain. Every single chance he gets, he's pulling that chain out of the wall. He's biting it. He's scratching it. He's karate chopping it. He's jumping on it. He's sitting on it. He's fucking biting it. Because that motherfucker wants to be free, man. That motherfucker wants to kill that motherfucker in the brain. He wants to kill that thing. He doesn't want to hurt it. He doesn't want to he wants to annihilate it. He wants to eliminate it like it's a pest to a fucking exterminator. You know what I'm saying? And man, I don't know how this is going to sound aloud. In my head, it sounds like reassuring. Not in my head, in my heart, I should say. In my heart, it's reassuring. In my head, I sound crazy to myself. That's how I know I'm on to something for myself. And man, I've been slowly letting that heart monster, that archangel, I've been giving him weapons. I've been giving him saws. I've been giving him hammers. I've been giving him sawzalls. I've been giving him shit. Cinderboy, he's been gnawing away at that fucking chain. and he's got one chink left in that chain. He's got one little area left on him, and then once that's over, man, he's ready to go. It's a good metaphor for the cookies. That cookies is one of the last chains. It's one of the last things I'm holding on to. I'm not going to surround myself with things that aren't going to bring me to the spot that I need and want. Not want, what I need to be. You know what I mean? I know that's a lot. I know that's kind of heavy.
No. You know, I really like that you said that because
Yeah.
it makes me think about what I've, just like my life recently because the way you said, like, your brain is, like, content with your life and, like, thinking about myself, the beginning of this semester, like, I went off to school and I love the beginnings of, like, new semesters, new whatever, because it can, like, be an opportunity to start something new for yourself.
Yeah,
so
of course.
I wanted to I've been away from the music for a while, wanted to like get back there and get back into the music, and it's just it started out like that, and then quickly I fell into this just rut where I'm content with everything and I'm okay with like, oh, like I had a long day.
Yeah.
So like I just want to play video games
Could
right
tell with
now.
mediocrity
Yeah.
type shit, yup.
And it's like, I push everything off to like, and I don't care when it gets done. I'll just, you know, like whatever, push it off that I want to do because I've had ideas recently because it's just how college is gonna end for me soon, and then there's just
It's a big reality
it's
check.
a big reality
Yeah.
check. So it's like I don't know. There's things that I want to start doing now. So by that time, when shit's over and it's really up to like me as an individual to do shit, I have things that I can already like I've already started working at whatever. But God, I've fallen into like I'm just trying to break away from it now. But I've really fallen into like that cycle where I'm okay with just like not getting shit done and just doing the bare minimum really of like getting by. And maybe for a lot of like people at college it's like it doesn't matter because you have like if the grades are fine, but like grades don't mean shit and they never did. So like sure, like I'll like the degree, but like it's just sometimes I'll just be inside for the whole day if I'm like, you know, it's like I'm tired, and if it's like if I have nothing to do for a day, I'll just be inside all day. And smoking weed just makes it okay. It's like it doesn't like make me want to do these things, but it makes doing all these things like okay. Like shit just like
What do you mean by okay? You mean
being like going on YouTube for like hours instead of like working out or working at building something or doing music. It's like it just makes it all like okay, even though like the next day like I won't be okay with it.
I 100% agree with that.
But then it's like I have shit to do, so it's
Yeah.
like I can't do the shit that I want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I do love smoking weed, but I don't know. It just I don't know if it's the weed or if it's just more me. And I think it's more me because when I really push myself and force myself to do things, I do it, and it doesn't matter if I'm. But yeah,
maybe, just maybe, it's a combination of both the things. Because I've realized the same. Don't worry about that spill, by the way. Don't worry about that. It's a glass table. Don't fucking worry about that. I knew you were gonna say something. That's why I said.
Yeah, I would have said something.
Fucking train of thought's gone. Me with the weed. What you said about the weed. That's very much correlates to me. I've really this whole process of everything I'm gonna speak upon and think upon. It's been 7 days in the making. That's not much in the bigger scheme of things. But hear me out. I've been limiting my marijuana intake substantially. I'm limited to, before I work out, like in my car before I'm going to the gym, I'll smoke half a joint. I won't smoke a whole joint, I'll smoke half a joint. When I get out of the gym, I'll smoke another half of a joint. I'm good. I come home, I do whatever I gotta do. Before I go to bed, I take one bowl hit of a bong. That's all I do. And, man, I know weed's good for the soul. Trust me, I know that. Weed's got me out of some very dark places. But the place I'm at right now and the place that you sound like you want to be at right now, and I don't want to speak for you, so correct me if I'm wrong or anything.
I think you're nailing it right now.
Fucking dude, it's just. You can't overdo it, you know.
Yeah.
The expression "too much of a good thing is never a good thing." You know, that's very much true. I mean, well, like you said, like you were being mediocre. You're being mediocre in some aspects. Like you come home after a long day, you just want to play video games, bro. I'd come home from work miserable, week after week after week after week, and I would just smoke all day. I'd go on the PlayStation party with the boys. Nothing wrong with talking with people and doing that, but.
Yeah.
Dude, I just, for hours, every single day, I'd be playing with nobody sometimes. I'd just be playing by myself, just hitting the fucking 5 bowls in 2 hours. It's like, man. I'm never going to get that time back. You know?
Yeah.
And that's a harsh reality.
It's scary how fun it is too. It's like, it's fun, but it's also just like, it makes it so like you don't have to like, think about anything else.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I love it, but at the same time, I hate it.
Yeah. Let me state something, though, before we continue. If you're a streamer and that's your aspiration, you do you.
Oh, absolutely.
If you can smoke weed all day and still be dedicated and motivated, dude, more power to you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate your endurance in that aspect. You know what I mean? Everyone's different, bro. Everyone's different.
If you're building something that's, like, growing, then... You know, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's all you can really ask for. But I don't know. What are some things? Because I want to talk about some ideas I've been having. But
okay, spin them.
Okay. I'll go first. I want to hear some shit you have to say too.
Absolutely, I'd love to hear what you're going to think though. I'd love to.
First of all, I want to start getting back into like making some music because I want to have one more project that gets put out before like it's all said and done because I just feel like I've grown a lot, like to be able to like put out something that's like actually kind of decent for music, and it's just like I just want to like have that out there because I guess this ties back into like how next spring it's gonna be a big reality check and like that's hit me hard in the past few months. I knew it would, but I haven't settled on what's gonna happen for me yet. So, but I do know that right now, I don't think music will be in the picture after that. So, yeah, I want to do that.
Kind of one last
whatever.
Hoorah.
Yeah. But have time. Also, I want to create a website that. Really, that's something I just want to do. Kind of thought of it not too long ago. Yeah. And like that was right before like I slipped into just like fucking not doing anything.
Yeah.
But
Let me ask any idea of what the website will be? And if you don't want to spoil nothing yet, if you do whatever. Okay. I'm just curious.
I've thought about it and I want to have it to do with music and I want it to be like a social media platform pretty much. But that also ties in music a lot. So, like, I think people will be able to post music on there, but it won't be, like, real for streaming. It'll be for, like, discovering artists, connecting with artists. Like, if I'm trying to connect with not only just producers or engineers, like, also literally, like, people who can set you up and get you shows or get you publicity, shit like that. So it's easy to connect with people. Yeah, definitely. It's for connections and just like connecting with people, like maybe like forming groups and like everyone talks about the new music, but like you're all into the same shit, so it's not like everyone's like throwing out different genres and stuff.
That is a amazing idea.
So it's just that's just like
amazing
idea. I want to think more into that. My friend Nils he was my exchange student from France. Shout out Nils. He makes websites, so I hit up that dude and he was like real down for it.
Oh, that's
and
a
then
beautiful
I just
thing.
I've been ghosting him. Not like he's hit me and I haven't hit him, but it's just like I haven't followed up with him about it. So I'm gonna have to get back on that.
If you ask me, this is my opinion. I don't know how you feel. That's universe right there. That's God right there. That's someone's watching over you that you made that connection all those years ago. Anytime you think, the universe doesn't have a plan for me, bro, there's a million things you can think of.
It just seems like it's it's too perfect for, I don't know.
Yeah.
Even though building websites is like common thing, but it's like I don't really know anyone.
You had no other connection.
Yeah.
You have this connection.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, that's a beautiful thing.
Other than that, just like I've been getting better with like working out because I love working out, and I love smoking before too.
Yeah.
It helps me a lot.
Pushes me when I run.
Me too. Me too. I'm big into running.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Anything you wanna talk about? I mean,
man, I'm kind of on the same boat with you. I think we kind of have a similar mindset that like we've been doing mediocre shit in some aspects of our lives, and we have ideas and we want to implement them, and that's what we're gonna do. I mean, this is a small thing, but no, it's not small. This is a big thing. I'm not gonna discredit myself because this was a leap. I've always liked ASMR. I think it's a great thing to just relax and vibe out to. I don't watch it as much as anymore, but my love for it. The shit it got me through, the anxiety it got me through, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Unmatched.
It's big for anxiety. Literally, the way it's like, a lot of them will say like nothing else matters. Like just focus on this video right now, and it really does help.
Yeah. That's how you know you have a good ASMRist as well, when they actually interact that deeply. I made a channel, and I've posted 4 days in a row, roughly 4 or 5 days out of the last week. So, and I'm gonna keep that schedule going until no A or B. I'm just gonna keep that schedule going. Simple as that. I've been doing a lot of real time corrections in my. That's the bitch in me, my monster is telling my fucking brain to fucking relax. This bitch is trying to talk, and this monster is saying, "Hey, relax, man." But it's just that's one thing, and I invested in myself big time. I purchased the Blue Yeti microphone, the blackout version. So I'm very excited about that. My next purchase is going to be a webcam because the camera quality, even on this right now, it's not the best, and I know that, and I know if I want to earn things from what I'm putting my energy into, I had to equally put as much effort into them. So I'm learning to edit. I'm learning to do thumbnails. I'm learning to listen to other people in this field who have experience and pick out what I can from them. And I'm not looking for the miracle answer. I'm looking for disciplines. I'm looking for, okay, you want this? Do this every fucking day until you see results. I'm not looking for that 5-minute workout. I'm not looking for I'm not doing that shit. So just, that's coming. Started the TikTok account just mainly for myself, and it's just, I'll show you after. Now I'll leave the link to all of these on the description if you want to check any of these things we're talking about out. Anything Doug has as well, we'll put in there, of course, too. And it's just me. It's my monster. It's just my monster talking. It's my monster talking. I'm not even thinking of what I'm saying. The words are just coming out. And that's a beautiful thing.
It's coming from the heart.
There you go. Exactly. And it's pushing me, man. I got 3 followers, got about 40 likes. That's an achievement. Because you know what? You know who Gary Vee is?
No.
Yeah, he's like an entrepreneur, business guy, really good guy. I don't know the guy, but it seems like a good guy, I should say. And he always says, I started out with 0 fucking followers. And that has stuck with me. Every second of there's 84,600 seconds in a fucking day, and every second of that day, I'm thinking about that in the back of my mind when I'm thinking of something I want to do. I'm thinking, damn, I had 0, now I got something. That is fucking progress. That is progress.
I think the two, like TikTok, you can blow up like out of nowhere. Like that, I think everyone knows that at this point because like legit, you see TikToks on your feed that are like, how did this even like show up? What is this? It
has no correlation to me, but I needed.
So,
I needed to see
your content can get put out to like random people. And it can get picked up and then out of nowhere will blow up. But I've seen ASMR artists blow up like out of nowhere like crazy too. Like that's something that can take you somewhere because there's the community for that. And I think people look for like the low grade, like just like getting into it ASMR artists because that's like the Blue Yeti and then like the webcam setup. Like that's my all-time favorite setup. Like I don't like it when they start like, I mean, the next step after that is like you get a real camera, you get like a nice microphone. But like I like it when it's like this because I think that's the best content that they make.
It's the budget version of quality, you know. But if the work and effort's there,
yes,
it's gonna far surpass the quality aspect of it, you know.
Absolutely.
Man, it's just life's a beautiful thing, and you know, I've gone through waves of things like this. I've gone through waves of motivation and waves of thought processes. Let me tell you, this one's fucking different, Doug, because I'm hungry. I'm a hungry man right now. I don't know if you can, Doug. Not to brag, I just want to say this. All right, and I don't want to say it as like you know what I mean? Like, this is what I do.
Yeah.
I've woke up at 5:30 every day for the last 7 days and ran a mile every morning. I've came home.
Wow.
I've made my own breakfast. I've drank a cup of coffee. I've sat there. I've said affirmations to myself. I've set goals for myself. I've talked to the universe. I've watched whatever I gotta watch to get myself fucking going. Now every day's fucking hard to get out of that bed. Yesterday I woke up, went back to bed for 5 minutes, woke up an hour later. You know what I did? I was like, fuck, man. I can either give up or I can put those fucking clothes on and run around a little bit. And I fucking ran around. Doug, I'm telling you, I've never had this mentality in my life.
That's awesome.
I am practicing discipline in every aspect of my life. Every single fucking, financially, mentally, physically, spiritually, relationship-wise. I want the best for myself for the first time in my whole life. I don't want to, again, the TikTok, the ASMR, I make content for other people too, so other people can enjoy and experience things and uplift themselves. It's for me though as well. Half of it is for me, half is for other people. But the half's for me. Oh man, it's fucking doing something, man. It's doing something. I need to show you something.
God damn, inspiring me right now.
I need to show you something. This is what I look at every time I open my phone. I'm gonna show the camera this. This is what I look at every time I open my phone. That is what I look at. And that is a picture of a 250-pound man right there who had no goals, no hope, no discipline, no self-respect, no aspirations, nothing. Let me show you another picture real quick. This is the other thing I look at all the time. Let me show the camera to this. Two completely different pictures. One, I was overweight. Two, I was so underweight that my body nearly shut down and I almost died twice. That's real fucking shit. This isn't a joke. This isn't like some motivational speech. This is legitimate. I was so fat that I couldn't do shit. I lost the weight, did it naturally, and then I slipped. Developed an eating disorder. And I swear to fucking God, man, I had a feeding tube in my nose going down my throat into my stomach twice within a year and a half. I was in the hospital for days on end. And, man, I went to the ER one night. And this relates. I don't mean to sidetrack. This relates. I was in the ER one night, and, man, I swear to God, I looked at this nurse. She's like, there's nothing we can do for you right now. I was like, ma'am, I haven't eaten any food in 4 days. I have chocolate milk, 1 glass of chocolate milk in my fucking system right now. And she looked at me and said, there's nothing we can do. You're healthy enough. And I said, I'm healthy. I'm fucking dying. My stomach hurts. My head hurts. My body hurts. My soul hurts. I was in fucking excruciating pain every aspect you can think of. I wanted, for the first time since I didn't want to kill myself back in the day, I wanted to die again. Because, man, it was no way to live. I swear to God. I couldn't get over it. I just couldn't eat. I just couldn't do it. I choked one time and I had a minor PTSD sort of experience. And for fucking 3 years, no one knows this because I haven't talked about this too often. I'm sorry if I just spit. I don't know if I just spit.
I don't think you did.
Dude, I had no reason to tell anyone. But man, I've never had a near-death experience, but I've been so close to death on so many occasions because of my mental state that I am finally fucking free of it. I look at those pictures every fucking time I go on my phone. So I know that if I start eating like shit, I'm getting fat again. If I get fat again, I'm gonna fucking feel suicidal again. If I fucking don't eat enough food, I'm gonna get skinny again. If I get that skinny again, I'm gonna fucking die again. I'm gonna wanna die again. The only fucking thing that's keeping me going right now is my fucking self, man. My fucking self. I love my family. I love my friends. You should too. You should love anyone who supports you. But man, no one is there for you more than your fucking self. You are the only person in your life who is there 24 fucking hours a day. No one can ever even come close to knowing what you know or feel. Man, I told myself this wasn't going to be a motivational speech, but man, if there's anyone watching this right now who needed to hear something like this, man, this is your sign, man. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Go running. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. If you can't crawl, you call a fucking Uber, and you fucking call it to the nearest beach, and you fucking sit on your ass, and you crawl on your ass to that fucking beach, and you take the Uber back home, but you fucking do it. You do whatever the fuck it takes. Because if you don't, you're going to live your whole fucking life full of thinking, oh man, I know I'm not giving it my all. And man, I'm telling you for 21 years, that's the only thing that's gone through my fucking mind. And holy fucking shit, in 7 days, every single aspect of my life has improved a millionfold. A million.
So you feel better right now than you've maybe ever felt
Doug,
in your life.
I've slept a total of 30 to 35 hours this week. I have more energy than I've ever had in my whole fucking life. And I'm not running on fumes because I haven't crashed once in 7 days. This is an adrenaline. Doug, every day I've worked out for at least an hour and a half every day. I swear to God. I've been working out for about a month now, a month and a half. But last week, oh man, it's fucking different. It's different. It's different, man, because I'm running. I'm fucking running. You know what I'm running for? I'm running for myself, but man, I'm doing races. I got races in my mind already. I'm going to start fucking doing road races. Falmouth Road Race. It's next summer. I'm fucking applying the second you can apply to it. And if I don't get accepted, I'm applying to another one. If I don't get accepted to that, I'm going to fucking apply to every single race I can until one day I'm in the fucking Boston Marathon. And I don't give a fuck what place I come in. I don't care if it takes me 97 fucking hours of crawling on my hands and knees. I'm going to cross that line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's in every aspect of my life. I'm so sorry to take up this whole time. Either too. I've been rambling for 15 minutes.
This has been awesome, dude.
Thank you.
I needed to hear this just as much as you probably needed to say it.
Man,
I needed this.
Oh, I got to charge my computer. 1 sec, folks. Sorry.
God, it's crazy how working hard at one aspect of your life can like lead into like literally improving every other part.
Yes.
Like working on your physical self it feels so good, and it makes you want to like just work hard in every other way. I find that too. I love running. It's my like kind of meditation for me.
I'm a little different than you. I hate running. I fucking hate it. That's why I do it though. Mm-hmm. I love lifting. I fucking love to lift. I hate running. I fucking despise it. I hate it. I get gassed. I get winded. I get fucking mentally weak. I get exhausted. I get tired. But after, listen, I've never done heroin. But I can only imagine that heroin is the same type of feeling that I fucking get after I finish running nowadays.
So what do you have for a meal or like drink after you're done running?
Okay, so
cuz like for me, I know like I feel like I can kind of eat anything cuz I just ran.
Yeah, you get that little cheat.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in the experimental zone right now with food. As I said, it's been 7 days. I haven't eaten junk food in 7 days, but I'm still in the experimental zone. The last couple mornings, today, I was kind of a bitch. And I'll admit this, my brain took over. I said, oh man, you know what? It's Saturday, I got today off. I've worked my ass off. After my run, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm getting a sandwich. So I got a sandwich. I got a breakfast sandwich today.
Yeah.
And you know what? It tasted fucking delicious.
Yeah.
It tasted delicious.
Sometimes that's what you need though. And plus like Dunkin' Donuts, you know, it gets way worse than Dunkin' Donuts sandwiches. So like,
if that's the worst thing I eat in a week, I'm doing pretty well.
That's some people's breakfast every day.
Yep.
You know, that's not a bad thing. It's just like that's just what it is.
Yeah. It's mainly eggs, cheese.
Yeah.
I'll have a little bit of fruit. I like to have a fruit during the morning just to kind of get the natural energy going. A cup of black coffee. which I just started implementing a few days ago because that doesn't matter. It's just an Alzheimer's prevention thing that I read. It was a study that, if anyone's interested in the study, look up Dr. Rhonda Patrick. She recently posted on her Instagram a study that says if you drink 1 to 2 cups of black coffee a day, consistently, it can lower your chances of Alzheimer's by like 25, 30% or something like that.
I love black coffee.
I got Alzheimer's in my family. I worry about that. So,
my grandmother had Alzheimer's, so I worry about that for my dad like all the time.
Yes.
Just like I don't. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, who would want that?
No.
Like,
yeah.
God. That's
Any proactive measurement I can take to eliminate that, I'm gonna fucking do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just a lot of water. I'm on a water. Only beverage I'm planning on drinking is water, nutritional drinks just for vitamins and shit. Cause I don't like taking vitamin pills. I don't like that. I don't know. It's something about it.
I agree.
It's just weird.
I'm not big into pills at all, but getting your vitamin C from orange juice, getting your vitamin B from fucking I don't know what the fish or some shit. I don't know.
You ever the nutritional drinks? You ever heard of those like the Boost or the
yeah,
Ensure?
yeah.
I drink those bitches. I drink a couple a day, dude. They're protein, vitamins, minerals. Like, come on, man. It's that. It's creatine. It's protein powder and water and black coffee. That's my regiment, and that's gonna be my regiment. You know what I mean? And what about you? What do you like to have after?
I mean, I love to have a good meal after a good workout because just balanced. You know, a meat and a veggie. That's kind of all I do. It'd be nice to have like 2 veggies, but you know, I'm not like Gordon Ramsay. I'm just a one-man
We're
show.
starting out right now, man. we're learning our way.
It feels so good to cook for yourself too. Make something. It feels great. Oh.
Yep.
I don't know. I love salmon. That's been like something I've been cooking up for the past year. Just go to the seafood counter.
Yeah.
At Stop and Shop Market Basket. I'm just like, hey, can I get a 1-pound fillet of salmon?
That's gonna make you feel fucking.
They whip it right
great.
up. I'm like, oh, I got the fillet.
Yeah.
And all you do is like, if it's summertime, I'll throw it on the grill. But you can bake it in the oven with some. Boom! You just bake it, pop it right in the oven, 375 for like 30 minutes.
Can I ask you a favor?
Yeah.
Next time you cook salmon and you're in Quincy,
Yes.
may I have a meal with you? Can we sit down and have a meal? I'd really appreciate that.
Because
I would love that. Because I've never had salmon.
I love salmon. It's not like other fish.
Okay.
So that's why I like it. I mean, I love fish, but like, it's good. It's like the chicken of fish. So.
A big chicken guy.
You're a big chicken guy.
Yeah, big chicken guy. But okay, so meat and a veggie.
Meat and veggie. Ooh. Have you had anything to drink, like alcohol, over the past 7 days?
I gave you the 18 rack of Bud Lights I have. That 18 pack of Corona Lights going to Elmer. My bottle of Jack Daniels went to my grandmother. My bottle of Hennessy going to whoever wants it. My Bud Light Platinum.
Elmer, Joe
all of it. It's all gone. It's all fucking gone, man. It's all gone. It's just
so awesome.
It's a discipline thing.
Absolutely, because when there's like beers in the fridge, so I like beer. So like, I'll go in. It doesn't matter. Like even if I've ran, it's like I have no problem going in and grabbing a beer, which probably I shouldn't do because beer will fucking. It's
You get the belly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's
I'm
not
working
like,
on the
it's
belly.
not like
You'll get the
water.
belly.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like water, but yeah. I skip breakfast too much. That's the thing too.
For years, I did.
Yeah.
For years. And I think that's part of the energy thing for me, bro. I think that's what's kind of... And you said the cooking aspect, just the whole entire experience is very meditative. It's very meditative.
I think when you eat very similarly, not only like schedule, but what you're eating every day, I think that's really good for your body.
Oh, yeah.
Which... It can get boring at some parts, but I don't know. I find that's when I'm doing my best is when I'm eating the same shit at the same times every day.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Whatever that is at the time, but I don't know. A nice like soup and a salad for lunch. It's like I'm not at that point yet in my life, but like where I have it all together. But like when I do in a few years, it's like I'll have my salads ready to go and my
meal
soups,
prepping and stuff.
Yeah,
yes,
I'm not there yet.
Yes,
but,
sir.
Oh.
But hey, that's a goal, man.
Yeah.
That's something to look forward to and something to work towards, man. That's what you need.
Yeah.
You need them shits. Let me ask you a question. I'm just a little changing
Yeah.
the subject a little bit here. What's your thoughts on like affirmations and manifestation and your thought becoming reality? What do you think about things like such like that?
I love imagining new thing, like creating things in my head.
Yep.
Like I guess manifesting because with some like the album we put out and like
Shut out.
other music that like projects that I put out, it's like it all starts with picturing it in your head. So like right now with like the album I'm trying to make, it's like I'm huge into like manifesting things because that's how literally
Love it.
you like I know what I want to make and now I just have to do it.
Yeah.
And that's not like a problem. It's just like I love doing that because like it just helps guide me and I don't know. I think you like for me, I like need to kind of manifest something to get myself working towards it.
Yes.
Because otherwise like I don't know what I'm working towards. So
Yes.
I don't know. I'm big into that. How do you feel about it?
I was really big into it back in the day,
Yeah.
but I did it incorrectly. I thought about it occasionally. It was in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's front and center. Like it's
Okay.
again,
You know what? I think that's what I need to do. I think.
it's not hard.
Yeah.
It really isn't. Can I
Well-
get? Can I? Go
Well,
ahead.
yeah. How are you like implementing that into like
Yeah.
parts of your life that probably you weren't before?
So I'll go through the process of what I've kind of been doing. And again, I want to make this very clear. I'm not a guru, okay? I'm not a person to look
Yeah.
up to and be like, oh yeah, this is a guy I want to be like, dude. Don't do that. Be your own person. You know
Probably
what I mean?
ties right into your goals that
It
you
does,
set for
it does,
yourself,
it does.
which I need to do
Yes,
more of.
yes.
But yeah.
So what I do is I write things out.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been making lists. I've been writing everything out. My financial structure, my pay,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm going to be doing with each aspect of my money. My whole life is structured right now. I've been planning out podcasts for weeks upon end. I've been planning out YouTube videos for days before. Like I structure. That's a big
Yeah.
one because that's going to reassure your mind that you have things to look forward to. If you have things to look forward to, man, you're going to see more opportunities. You're going to see more beautiful things. So that ties into it. So I write my things down. I have a sheet. And it's what I want to do within 6 months. And every single one of those things in 6 months will be done and achieved.
Yeah.
Because if they're not, there's going to be hell to pay. Because then, I'm going to be on a fucking rampage of a mission. I'm on a mission right
Yeah.
now. But if those achievements aren't met, I'm not making a new list until every
Yeah.
one of them is checked off.
And even if where you will be in 6 months, each one of those things you'll be so much further along than you were right now. So
Beautiful.
even if no matter where you are,
Yes.
you'll be 6 months ahead.
Yes.
So like,
Yes.
you know, that's awesome. That's
Fucking-
awesome.
It's amazing. It's another aspect is just talking to myself. Again, I'm making myself seem like a maniac today. I'm saying I got people inside my head. I got people in my heart. I'm talking to myself. Doug, I got out of the gym yesterday, and I sat in my car, and I was like, oh yeah. I was like, all right, I'm going to spark up. I sparked up. And then I was like, wait a minute. I stopped smoking. I took one hit. I was like, nah. What the fuck am I doing? It was just in the moment.
Yeah.
I had music on. I was like, no, shut that shit right off. I opened all 4 fucking windows, Doug, all the way down. I drove from Braintree on the highway to Quincy with the windows down, and I didn't stop talking to myself once that whole time. I was telling myself, you are a fucking animal. You survived depression. You survived bipolar. You survived panic and anxiety. You survived an eating disorder that should have killed you. Your own doctors gave up on you. I had a doctor stop making appointments with me because I wasn't making enough fucking progress. Man. I sat there and I just fucking thanked myself. Self-love, man. I just thanked myself and I thanked God. I thanked the universe. I thanked my aunt who I believe... No, I don't know. It's not that I believe. I know who's watching over me every single second of every day, even when I'm not paying attention to myself. I thanked all those things. I said out loud, man, this feels great. You know, I'm feeling bigger. I mean, dude, honestly, my arms aren't big. My bicep, my tricep were the size of my fucking wrist a month and a half ago. This is crazy to me. This is fucking crazy.
You look good.
Thank you.
Dude.
I appreciate that. I'm not good enough though. It's not good. You know what I mean? But I appreciate that, but I'm still going.
It looks like you've been lifting for like a few months.
Thank you, sir.
Like,
Thank you. It's just, dog, it's just, you gotta. And I don't want to, listen, I don't want to be the guy to force anyone. I'm not forcing no one to do nothing. I'm giving advice from someone who's been at the lowest of lows so many fucking times, man. You just gotta keep reassuring yourself you're on the right track, man. And that's part of the manifestation. Because you can think, and thinking's good. Like you said, you think about shit, that's amazing. I'm going to offer a suggestion. Say things too, bro. Say it. Say today, man, today's going to be a good fucking day. And then say why it's going to be a good day. Say you had the worst day ever. I said this to Joe the other day. We were talking. And he said, I don't know what we were talking about, but he's like, yeah, you know, I was talking to my mom about it earlier. She's like, she was telling me how important it is to make your bed. And I was like, no, it's not. And I was like, Joe, hear me out for a second. If you wake up that day and you fail a test, you get into a car accident, you lose $5,000 in a bad investment, the gym's closed, your PlayStation breaks, the worst things that can fucking happen aside from death. That's a day of bad shit. But if you woke up that morning and you took that 30 seconds to make that bed, oh my God, man, that's an accomplishment throughout the day of bullshit. You gotta find, I got a yin yang for a reason. It's fucking balance, my man. It's balance. You gotta find things that are gonna give you achievement. You gotta find things that are gonna make you look forward to the next day. You know how good it feels coming home knowing your fucking bed's made? Because I'll tell you from my experience, it feels damn good. I come in that door with confidence now, knowing, yeah, my room's tight, my room's nice, it's a little chaotic right now. I'm going through some shit right now. I'm just doing some shit. But, bro, it's just, make your bed, folks. Try it out. There's a naval colonel.
Yeah,
Forget it. You've seen that video?
Teachers love throwing that one on in high school.
I remember I saw that shit. I was like, fuck this guy. I was like, fuck that guy. Fuck you telling me to make my bed for, bro. Fuck you. I get it now, man. I get it now. Trust me, I get it. And I'm going to keep getting it. It's the same. Brushing your teeth, man. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you be lazy. Sometimes it's 12:30 at night.
I feel that.
You're already butt naked in bed.
Been there.
Yeah,
we've all been there.
You know what you gotta do,
I'm gonna get up in 2 minutes.
You know what you gotta do? Don't even think.
Yeah.
Let your body take over.
Yeah.
That's why I do in the morning when I try to get up. Most times, not every time. I just I sit up like this, like the Undertaker coming out of the fucking dead, and just fucking jump up. Yesterday, I stared at my shoes. I stared at my clothes for 10 minutes. And it was hard, man. It was hard.
5:30?
Yeah, yep. It's not early enough, though. It's not early. I need to get more done. That's the thing, bro. I need to get more done. I need to keep making these goals and these dreams, not dreams, but reality.
I want to live with you. And because I feel like this will all... I know I can do it for myself, but like I want to be around you right now just so I can get some of this rubbed off on me.
I can do you something. This is what I can do for you. Yeah. Every single morning when I'm leaving, I can shoot you a text in the morning. Okay. I'll send you a video. A TikTok video. Mm-hmm. Not mine.
Yeah.
Someone else's. Just a video to get you going. Okay. Would that help you in any aspect?
I think it would.
Every fucking morning till the rest of my life. Until you tell me to stop.
Thank you. Okay.
Or until I die. Right. That video is getting sent.
Okay.
That's in my brain now. You see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
That's in my brain. It's not that I'm.
Yeah.
That's discipline.
Yeah.
That's a discipline now. It's in there now. I got you. That's that.
There's too like sometimes I feel like there's too like what I'm doing day to day. It's like shit that I don't want to be doing. So it takes it brings me down because it's like I want to be doing other things that I'm not doing. And I don't know what the future looks like. I'm okay with that, but
yeah.
I just want to be able to do the things that I want to do.
Damn right. That's how I am. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I mean, this is a sidetrack, but I'm investing into my future, cryptocurrencies, NFTs. I'm actively researching constantly into these fields. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
No, it's not that I don't. I won't. Like I won't do it. I won't do it anymore. I won't work for someone else's vision when I'm not gonna work on my own. So while I'm doing that, podcast every chance I get. Because a good conversation is one of the most valuable things in fucking life. So far,
Totally,
this
yeah.
conversation has been the highlight. Everything I've done this week, it's been the highlight of my week. Just this conversation thus far. It's been my favorite part of my week so far. So thank you.
Thank you.
The ASMR channel,
Yeah.
every fucking chance I get. Getting back into the sneaker game. Not for myself. Not for myself. I'm not keeping nothing. I'm going to fix up shoes for cheap, sell them for higher. All income matters, bro. All income matters. Every single week I'm investing a portion of my money that I earn into myself, into my savings for my other projects, and into crypto and shit. Whatever I want to invest into. I got ideas for NFTs. I don't know if we'll get into that later, but I got ideas. You know what I mean? Like I gotta every aspect, man. I refuse to do this. I just refuse. I fucking refuse to just literally this. And again, there's nothing wrong with working for someone else. If that's, you know what I mean. People need to sometimes. If that weren't the case, there'd be no fucking jobs. But man, for the people who know there's better in life, don't confide, man. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Oh,
It's
so good. You're bringing this to light for yourself now, and you're making me think
better late than never, right?
Because we're so young still. We have so much time to do shit.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna set yourself up good.
Thank you, sir.
Moving forward.
I think you are as well because from what you said thus far, you got the ideas. You have them. You know what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know what you got to do. The only thing nothing I can say will make you do anything. Nothing anyone on the internet can say will make you do anything. Or your family. Like I said earlier, it's you, bro. It's you versus you.
I was having thoughts to myself that I think you're having now that I thought were like crazy 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And I like kind of shut that down.
Yeah.
And now I don't want to shut it down anymore. Cause like I wanna fucking like I like running, but I also like hiking, and so it's like I wanna learn how to like climb mountains.
It's beautiful.
Right? And I was like,
fuck.
I wanna like
love that. I love that.
And I was like looking at these huge mountains, like I wanna be able to like climb this shit one day.
Fuck.
But then like and then it's like I get into this like where I'm doing shit I don't wanna do, and then it's like, oh, I have to my dad's talking to me like, oh yeah, you're thinking about applying for some jobs that I don't want to fucking do. And then it's like, not like I have to do that. I'm just like, sometimes I feel like I'm living a lie with some shit that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I know that pretty soon I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. Yeah. So.
I choose to believe that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, okay. Dude, I'm just fired up. I thought I was cutting you off.
No, I was ending just with a yeah.
What's the matter? That's a good way to end shit. That's how we're gonna end this podcast. We're just on the count of 3 when we're done. We're just gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, that's it.
Yeah. Yup.
I choose to believe that I gotta in real time correcting myself. You know what I'm saying? Like the brain versus the heart. Mm-hmm. I know. We are powerful fucking entities. I know we're beings. You want to call us gods, you want to call us creators, you want to call us angels, whatever the fuck you want to call us. I know we're that. I know it. I know it. For a fact. There's no fucking way in hell a creature or a spiritual being as powerful as humans are on the outside of this simulation, this world, this universe, whatever the fuck you choose to believe or call it, there's no way we would settle for this nonsense that we go through. There's no way. What I'm going to say is going to sound bizarre. It's going to sound fucked up. We'll just wait on it. There's no way we were supposed to spend our whole fucking lives being indoctrinated to be workers. There's no reason we were supposed to be indoctrinated to drink our pain away every opportunity we get, or to abuse substances, or to be lazy, or to have no discipline, or to not be loving or not be caring. There's no way. You know who does shit like that? Evil entities, which we are not. We're not. You know how I know this? Let me prove this to you. I've had psychic episodes twice in my life. When I've spoken, no, more than twice. Two big ones that really spoke to me. And I was in contact with other entities. One of the times again, if you want to call me crazy, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm going to say what the fuck I know happened. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I had a contact with an entity one time when I was meditating. I was in I was 45 minutes into meditating. Like I was in there. Like I was crazy going with it. This was like 2018.
Yeah.
Bro, I just started seeing the universe in my head. Like I just started seeing shit expanding. And I started seeing shit. And then all of a sudden it stopped. And I just saw myself. I saw an energy, just a circle, like an orb. You know what orbs, obviously, because we're going go sun today, baby. But like it's an orb, but it had like flares around it. It was like a sun, but it was fucking.
Yeah.
It was me. Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me why I know. This entity didn't tell me. This thing didn't tell me. This whatever it was in my head, whether it was the marijuana, whatever it was. I felt more connected to that thing than I've ever felt connected to anything in my life. In that moment, and I opened my eyes instantly. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Man, there's no... The moral of the story is, for me, my objective truth for myself, yeah, we shouldn't settle for this bullshit. We shouldn't settle. We shouldn't be comfortable. Because, bro, when it's all said and done, how many people... Here's a better way. How many people die every day? Every morning when you wake up, how many people died before you woke... Or as you woke up, that exact second, how many people died? Thousands?
Thousands.
That's why I run. That's why I ran today. I woke up and I said, fuck. I woke up another day. I said, thank you. Thank you, universe.
And you know, at least one of those thousands was someone who went to bed not thinking that thinking they were going to wake up the next morning.
Thinking they could put off shit they did tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow never came for them. You're right. Man, it's just... I'm going to paraphrase this because I forget the exact quote now. I'm just so jacked up. Ben Franklin said, don't put off until tomorrow what can be done today. Man. I mean, that man lived fucking 300 years ago and he had insight back then. He knew.
That man was on some shit.
Yeah. There's so many figures.
He was one of the, like... He was a great person of history, but he's not even, like... one of the greats, but like he is for American history. But God, he like his inventions. It's like he would like if you were around hundreds of years ago and you're someone inventing all this shit. You are one of the greatest minds of history because the only people inventing shit today are the greatest mind. Like you know what I mean? Like they're the greats among us. So
yeah. And I guarantee you that man was called crazy back in the day. I guarantee you people thought Da Vinci was fucking insane until he made a helicopter.
You know, because
That's all I'm saying.
Ben Franklin was the first person that thought of daylight savings time.
Yeah.
I bet he said this shit to someone and they were like, why? Like,
well, what the fuck are you talking about now?
Bro, why? Like, why are you messing with time right now? Like, it works, bro. Like, and he's like... No.
Fuck, man. I'm just...
No.
Man, life is a... take as many as you want, bro. Life is a fucking... It's a journey, man. I mean, it's a hell of a journey.
You know, I have a good story. From like last week.
Let's hear it, yes.
Ties into the ghost hunting a little bit.
Okay.
I saw my dad came up from Texas, so I spent some time with them. Got to see me. Yeah, it was good. I got to see my grandfather, who's, I think, 88 now or so. So he's up there. My dad's 60, so it's like, you know, this dude's old. My dad's 60.
Yeah.
He's in a veterans home in New Hampshire. I guess every state has a veterans home for veterans, and then every state has a veterans cemetery where veterans get buried. So we visited the New Hampshire one too. So like we kind of like went to the cemetery where this dude's gonna be buried, and it was like weird experience because it was like we're bringing him there to see it, and we're seeing it ourselves. Like he'll be here, but at the same time, like I wonder what that's like for someone to know that. They don't have... For us, I don't have any concept of, like, the end or anything. I don't think about that. someone
Really?
like him, it must be like hard to not think that like this is kind of coming to an end soon. Well, it's just like I don't think about like the
Yeah.
way I'm gonna like end my relationships with people, like how you know, but anyway, we went and like I don't know how, you know, he seemed fine. Anyway, we're on our way back to drop him off at the veterans home, and my dad says something about this guy named Jerry, which makes him think of this guy Jerry who passed away in his home earlier that week. He was like, "Oh, this happened like 2-3 days ago. It was like this is literally he just brought this up out of nowhere. We're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?" So he's like, "Oh yeah, like 2-3 days ago, I was hanging out after dinner, and I was just sitting there, had my head down, and I hear from the corner of my room, I hear, and this dude, he has a room to himself. So he's like, I hear from the corner of the room, they forgot my tray. So I look up and I see Jerry, and he's right there, and he's saying they forgot my tray, and he was like, and Jerry had passed away earlier that day.
Whoa.
So he's like, Jerry, what are you talking about? Why are you here right now? And he's like repeats it. They forgot my tray they forgot, like he's acting like they forgot his dinner.
Yeah.
And he's like, Jerry. He looks at him. He's like, Jerry, you're dead. Jerry, you can go now. Like you don't have to stay here. And then he said, Jerry kind of said, like his face changed. He said like, okay, and he kind of just like turned around and kind of just disintegrated, misted like kind of away, like went to this dark part of the room and kind of just, Jerry's gone now. And Jerry was never there
Holy shit.
because Jerry's dead. But the way he said this story was like, it was like he had just like what he was saying, like, oh, he went outside and like he saw this pretty bird or something.
Yeah, like it was nonchalant.
Like
type
yeah,
thing,
and it was just like, wow, what the hell?
Man, the fact that his instant thought was to reassure him that it was gonna be okay and,
And what
that
he
he was
said
gone.
to us was like,
That's
he was like, Jerry needed someone to tell him that he could go.
Yeah.
So I think this guy had been there for so long that he didn't know he was dead, or maybe just didn't want to leave. So my dad said to his dad, he's like, Dad, you don't have to stay there when it's your time.
Yeah.
Like, don't stay there. Like, get out of there. Like, he's like, you've been there for like 2 years now, but that's not where you belong. Like when you're gone. It made me feel like I've heard countless stories of online, in person, from people saying like stories that they've had with just extra paranormal.
Supernatural.
Yeah,
paranormal,
supernatural.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know that there's something after all of this, but things like that just makes me feel much better, that like much stronger that there is life after death.
Yeah.
Something, because this dude saw Jerry. Jerry was dead. How are you gonna justify that? I don't know.
Let me expand on that. Do you think that Jerry was... You think that was really Jerry? Or do you think that was a piece of Jerry that lingered? You know?
It could be a piece.
Yeah. Because that's what he knew toward the end. That's
Yeah.
what he felt comfortable. That's where his friends were, where his security was, and
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he might not have people visiting him towards the
Sorry
end.
about hitting
So
the
it's
mic
like
there.
he might not be thinking, like, all he could be thinking at the time when he's passing is like, this is his home. He's, I don't know. It's, maybe it is a piece. Maybe a piece
Yeah.
of him wants to leave, but then a piece like is confused. Maybe doesn't know he's dead. There's an Alzheimer's ward there too, and he said that's real haunted. The nurses and staff know like that shit goes down there.
Yeah.
I think that's because those people don't know where they are. they don't know why they're there. They don't know they can like where to go.
Yeah.
So that's why like I think places that are real haunted or have just like a lot of energy surrounding them, it's because the spirits that are there are confused and they don't like, or at the time of death something happened to where like they're not able to let go. They just can't leave for some reason. So maybe that's why like when we're at the cemetery, it's like these people, they can see it's a cemetery. So it's like maybe like they lived their entire lives and then were buried, and so maybe they don't have a hard time accepting it.
Yeah.
So maybe they're able to pass on.
Easy,
yeah. My dad said that his older brother Harry, my uncle, had a dream where he saw his grandfather, my great grandfather, who I didn't know, but he said he saw him in a dream the night that he passed away, and then in the morning got the call and was like, holy shit, yeah.
That's common.
Yeah, that's really common. Yeah. So like anything like that, it's like it's not just like if they're saying, and he said like it's my time. So like if you have a dream and someone's telling you that, it's like that's not like a dream. That's like they're in your dream. Yeah. Like that's like, that's not just your head.
It's like a goodbye type thing. I had something similar happen when my aunt passed away. Not a dream, but I had an urge to text her when she was in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
That day or maybe the day before. The memory's a little shaky, but I just had a feeling to text her and say I love you, and I texted her, I said I love you, and then she said I love you too, and last thing I ever said to her. And I'm very grateful that I did say that, because how many times have you heard people say, oh, I wish I had that one last chance. My last thing I said to her was that, something that I didn't say nearly enough, that I don't say nearly enough to anyone, that I'm trying to implement more of. What if that, this is a big what if, but hear me out. What if that story of Jerry and your grandfather, I don't mean to beat a dead horse, I just can't get that out of my head. What if that happened for this exact reason? For you to find out about it. For you to have that thought go through your head all the time. For this conversation to happen. For you to say the things that you want to do out loud. And to realize at the same time, you're going to die one day. And if you don't fucking do what you're going to do, you're gonna be like Jerry. R.I.P. them. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to shit on a dead person. I never do that.
Jerry O'Brien.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Deep peace. Hope the next life's good to you, brother. But
because
what if? I don't know.
My grandfather didn't tell. Like he didn't have anyone else to tell. So it's like he just happened to tell us because that day we were with him, and my dad saying the name Jerry made him think of it. So it's like. Me and my dad are the only ones that have heard this. So it's like, it's not like, that makes me think that you might be onto something because it just.
Did it shake you up at all when you heard the news?
It was just like, wow, bro. Like, that's just like, you just said that with so much ease. Like, that would be a big deal in my life. Like, if something like that happened, but.
I think.
Yeah, my dad, the name Jerry came up because he lived in Nashua, my dad, before he went to Texas. And his old neighbor he went by, Joan, who was married to Jerry, Joan and Jerry. Jerry passed away like a year or two ago.
A different Jerry.
Different Jerry, yeah. So he went by Joan's house. This past weekend when he was here, the night before he went over. Jerry's already gone. Joan had to put down her dog, who was around when Jerry was there. So like, and the dog loved Jerry. So like, even though she's already like gone through saying her goodbyes, it's been like a year now. I know you're not ever over that.
Never,
yeah. It's like this dog was the last connection she had
to that previous.
Sure, she has her family, but it's like the dog knew Jerry, and it was part of their family. And then now the dog's gone, and it's like she's really all alone now. So it's like, just like, that's so much more than just like a dog. That's like, that dog knows that person and remembers that person
Yes.
that you have like, that you remember,
Yes.
and you're still not over. So it's like that the dog shares the same memories that you have. So it's like that's...
And even some different ones.
Yeah.
Because
It's like that dog had memories with Jerry that...
That's what I was going to say,
just one-on-one.
Yeah, how many times do you think Jerry just said, come
Yeah.
here, boy, just... that belly rub probably fucking made his month.
So... Yeah, it's so much more than a dog, but my dad had to go by there the day after she put the dog down, so I can't imagine...
Just coincidentally?
Yeah.
Man.
Can't imagine what the vibe was like in that house.
Did your dad actually stop in and say hello and everything?
Yeah. Like, he went by, yeah.
Again, I'm just going to keep saying it because everything seems to be adding up right now. That's the universe, man. Your dad was in this situation for a reason. He knew Jerry, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's you.
Yeah.
You fill in the piece. You know what I'm getting at? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, she might have needed that. That might have been...
Probably was the hardest day of her life.
Yeah.
Like, probably the same as when Jerry died.
Yeah.
But, like, God, pets are, like, not... Oh, pets are so much more than just animals.
Yeah.
They share connection with people just like people share with people. Oh, I love making an animal feel, like, special, making them feel, like, wanted.
Yeah.
Just loved.
I feel like in general, there's nothing better than making an organism feel like that. Human, dog, cat, anything you can do, I mean, for me, that's a very big gratification. It fills my heart with joy every time I do it.
I can't wait to be a parent. Not rushing into shit, but
Yeah.
I can't wait to be a parent just so I can be that person to someone. Just make my child feel like that they absolutely have, like, matter in this world. They, like, I don't know. It's just, like, I just want them to feel just that, like, that they're, like, the absolute best person that they can be. I just want them to feel that, like, they're good enough. Because there's been a lot of times in my life where I don't feel like I needed that.
Yeah.
That, like, even though shit ain't that great right now, but, like, you're the best person that you can be.
Yeah.
So no matter, like, aside from other shit, because that's what really matters is the person that you are in your core.
Your character
and
type shit, yeah.
the way that you are to others. The way that you rub off on others.
Yeah. I always thought if you can't love yourself, you can't love others correctly. It all starts with yourself. And I mean in like a not just a physical way, but like a sincere relationship. There's always gonna be a blockage there, It all starts with yourself, man. If you fucking despise yourself all the time, your outlook on the world is gonna be gloom and doom. You're not gonna be able to uplift people. And if you try to, it's gonna be you're gonna be faking it.
And when other people try to give you that back, it's like you won't even care because you'll feel like you can't even accept that because it's like you don't love yourself in the first place. So how can you accept it?
Yeah.
Because you don't believe it.
Fuck, man. Reassurance, affirmations, bro. Just keep telling yourself you're wealthy. If you're broke as fuck, say, I'm wealthy. You might not have a lot of money, but you're wealthy in one aspect or another. And if you're not, just keep doing it till you are. I mean, I've read listened to a few audiobooks. I've been reading, but I find it easier to listen to audiobook because at work, just audiobook, I get one done in 4 or 5 hours. And man, I've listened to Rich Dad Poor Dad, 12 Lessons for Life by Jordan Peterson, and fucking The Richest Man in Babylon, and just a lot of lectures and motivational speeches, just uplifting myself in every way. And what I've realized is these successful people, man, they all say the same thing. They don't say, not all of them say, oh, it's God, like, oh, it's the universe. But a lot of them will say, listen, if you just think about shit all the time, and look for opportunities and put in the work, you'll get there. Like, that's all. It's all consistency, man, in any regard. Yeah. Whether it's loving yourself, loving other people, whether it's anything. It's just, it's all, whatever you put in, you'll get out. If you put in your maximum every day, unanimously, all these successful people can't be wrong when they're all sharing the same ideology, It's just, people need that boost, man, that fucking motivation. What they need, I hate to say it again, they need fucking discipline. People need discipline. It's
like, I feel like you don't naturally have discipline.
No.
Like, you can have a lot of things, like compassion. You can be a happy person.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't have discipline. So you need to, like, do that for yourself, or else... You know who's I think is the only person that's Alex Pham, naturally disciplined.
Shout out Alex Pham. I'm trying to get him on the fucking podcast. Trying to get him on the podcast.
I would listen to that the second it dropped.
Alex, if you're listening to this, please, if you know Alex, someone tell Alex, I need to talk to this man. I need to give him a hug and ask him how he's doing and see him in person, please.
I love looking at this dude on social media.
Man, I don't follow many people, but I follow Alex Pham.
He, he's just naturally just could be the next Elon Musk one day.
Yes.
He's just has it. Dude is just a beast.
His work ethic, from what I can see, man.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
Man.
I can't even, I just don't have that.
Yeah, I'm striving to be on that level.
The dude can do shit like I didn't think was possible.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, he's like, with his businesses, oh my god, this dude is consistently selling, like, $1 million, $2 million homes. And I'm like, he's buying houses himself. Yeah. The man just bought his second house.
You know what the...
Man just bought his second house. He's our age.
You know what's equally as crazy to me? He's a happy guy.
Literally is like seems like he's never doubted anything he's ever done. And he's he's so happy.
He's got the drive, he's got the execution, and he loves what he does, it seems. Again, I haven't talked to him in a while. I'd love to pick his brain. But
he never seems like he ever feels pressure either.
Yeah.
But, like, he just excels at any point, so it doesn't matter. It's like, it doesn't matter if it's crunch time. It's like, dude has ice in his veins.
I just remember back in high school how he would have the T-shirt printed business in his basement.
Yeah, he still does that, too. And at the time, it didn't seem like much, But next, it's like, oh, he's doing shit for, not just North now. He's doing shit for, a bunch of people that, are like, oh, he'll do our shirts and it'll do him good. So it's like, now he has a business. It's not just he's doing it for some teachers at North.
Yeah. That's the level I'm gonna be on one day. Mark my words.
And he's coming home. He would come home on a Friday from school from Amherst and work nonstop till he had to go back Sunday night. Dude's just different. Oh, there's another dude, Hong Gao, that worked at Tony's. Shout out Hong Gao. I know you're probably not listening to this, but wherever you are, I love you. Dude worked the Fry-O-Lator, but he worked 7 days a week, open to close, maybe 6, but I think he was doing 7. Dude made enough money from working at Tony's Clam Shop to buy a Tesla. The man has a Tesla now. It doesn't matter if you're working at Tony's Clam Shop or if you're working in a high-rise in Boston, whatever you're doing. If you work hard enough, you can get a Tesla from working at Tony's Clam Shop.
Yes.
That just, I never thought that shit was possible from, 1 or 2 summers.
Yeah.
Because, I was talking to him one day, I'm like, dude, why do you, you're never not here. Why do you do this? And he's just for the money, bro. I'm like, I guess. But it didn't make sense until, I saw, And he would bike. He rode his bike to and from work until he freaking got the Tesla. I don't know. I think he got the Tesla after right after he was done with Tony's, and he moved. But,
Still got it. He put his
Yeah.
mind to it. He wanted something. He visualized it. And he fucking pursued it. That's what it's all about.
You can do anything.
Yeah. I feel like that's the biggest takeaway from this
Yeah.
podcast thus far is don't fucking set limits.
Yeah.
Do what the fuck you want to do.
It doesn't matter what your situation is now.
It doesn't. Because what you'll be at in a year is fucking going to be unimaginable if you put in as much work as you can and want to and need to.
And I can't wait for a year from now. I've never been this excited for the future, just to do shit that I want to be doing. But it's I want to start working on shit now.
Yes.
I don't want to wait till
Yes.
a year to get shit underway.
Don't put off tomorrow what can be done
Exactly.
today. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Get it going, bro. Anyone watching this, if you want to start that side hustle, fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to start getting better, don't wait for New Year's resolutions. Fuck that. If you want to go to the gym, go to the gym. If you want to be the best fucking bug inspector that you can, if you want to go around with a fucking magnifying glass and look at ladybugs all day, dude, I don't give a fuck how you do it. Just do it every fucking day. Live it, breathe it, eat it, think about it. Whatever it is, imagine it, visualize it, do it. Don't just talk about it. Don't just talk about it. Don't just think about it. Those are important. Those are 2/3 of the equation. But that other 1/3, man, without that, the fucking it's like doing a fucking puzzle and missing half the piece, a third of the pieces. You'll see part of the picture, but you'll never have that whole fucking thing done unless you do all of it. Man, you're going to lose. Here's the thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I've spent too much time thinking that I'm not good enough to do certain shit. But it's the people that are the most successful probably thought the same way. They just don't let that into their inner brain,
Yes.
you know? I think anyone has those thoughts. But the people that are the most successful don't feed into the thoughts that don't benefit them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
Man, it's crazy, man. Don't be content. That's you just can't
Definitely.
be content. Just can't be content. And this is all much easier said than done to some people, There's people watching this right now who might be in a relationship where they're being abused. And this is the reality of things. There might be people who are at home who haven't eaten in a day, not by choice, but by not having food. Mm-hmm. To those people, I don't know the answer for those people. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do know that answer. I think you need to find that answer yourself if you're in a situation like that.
I think that...
But you have to get through it.
What helps me is the shit that is one day I want to be able to provide what I don't have for someone else.
Yes.
So today I'll work for that, so one day I can have the resources to be able to provide the things that I want for, whoever.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe whoever that is.
Fuck, man.
Because I don't know. I think that there's, at the end of one's life, they need to have someone that they are setting up,
Elaborate. What do you...
It's just at the end of my life, I want to be able to see what I've created,
Yes.
and then be able to know that it's gonna be used after me,
Okay,
or just
yes.
what I've done is gonna live on
Yes.
in someone, or just maybe not all material shit, just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that has to do with not being forgotten. I don't think so. If one person still, if you have an effect on one person and they think about you all the time, then that's you lived your life to the fullest.
Yes.
I think you succeeded. It doesn't matter what you did, anything else, as long as one person is continuing your legacy, and they do shit for you. Because,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, I still do shit for people that are alive today. But, like, even when they're gone, I'm going to still do it for them. You know?
That's beautiful.
You know?
That's one of my cookie jar items.
Yeah.
You know ever heard of David Goggins?
I think so.
One of the hardest men of all time, and I'm gonna be that fucking guy.
Mhm.
That's how hard I'm gonna work. If I'm working up to that, like I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy who runs ultra marathons. This guy went through Hell Week for Navy SEAL training 3 times, completed it twice. The first man in history to ever do that. I think the only man in history to ever do that. People die during that shit, and he did it 3 times. That's just anyway. Great man. He has this idea, and it's a fucking brilliant idea. It's when you're giving it your all and you're about to give up, you gotta have a cookie jar. You gotta have a jar that you can grab ideas and fucking inspiration from to keep you fucking going. One of mine is for my aunt. When I'm fucking running on the treadmill, when I'm on the 29, 30 minute mark, when I'm on the 3 mile mark, just running straight as fast as I can for as long as I can, when I go in that cookie jar, man, that's one of the things. Because I know I refuse to disappoint her. I refuse to disappoint myself as well. Mm-hmm. That's another. I have a bunch. You know, I mean, I'd highly recommend doing that for people who who are looking for things to inspire them when they're at their lowest. You need a cookie jar. You need something to keep you fucking going. Because you can't go off fumes all the time. It's impossible. You'll burn out. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I agree wholeheartedly. Fuck, man. Doug, it was an honor.
This has been might be my favorite podcast we've done.
I agree.
I'm going to take the most away from this one.
As will
I can't wait to like continue checking in with you.
Yes.
Going forward.
Anytime you ever want to sit down and do this, I will find time.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. We'll find the time.
Thank you.
100%. Do you want to show anything out? Anything you're doing? Anything you like? Count anything? Don't feel pressure. I want to give you the opportunity. If so, or any last words? Whatever you want to do.
No, I just want to say, everyone, have a great Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I hope that just give that person that you haven't seen in a while, give them a big hug, and tell them that you love them. Give your siblings a hug, because they're the only ones that really get what you've been through. Like no one else, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Even though, like, even if, like, they just get where you guys come from. I don't know. I think one day, your siblings are, like, all that you, like, really have to, like, hold on to. And it's, like, that really get what it was like back in the old days. So, if you have siblings, give them a hug.
I respect that, and I'm gonna do the opposite of that. Even though I agree and respect it, my final thought: give yourself a hug. Give yourself that love. Give yourself that discipline. Give yourself that motivation. Give yourself that credit. Because man, everyone who's listening to this, you've been through some shit, and if you're listening to this, that means you survived that shit, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I agree, your family were there for you. Your friends were there for you. I said this earlier, though. But, man, not 24 hours. You know? It's very important to care about the ones around you when they have the same interests and inspirations for you and aspirations and all that. It starts with yourself, man.
Yeah.
It starts with yourself. You know? It's not to say I disagree with anything you said. Like, you know, I'm just... Both sides, you know.
We needed to close it out with
duality. Yeah, duality.
I want to add on to something too, like what you just said. I just want to say, like, I know you hear this all the time, but surround yourself with the people that are gonna make you better.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
If I was around, like, if I was here, if we slept in the same room, and you were getting up at 5:30 every morning, which you have been. I would be getting up at 5:30 in the morning too.
Yes.
It's like it's so hard, like staying in bed when you see someone else getting up early and doing that shit.
Yes.
So, yeah, if you can surround yourself with better people, or just like surround yourself with shit that just will motivate you. Basically,
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a person. It can just be Just make your surroundings benefit you as best as you can.
If you hang out with millionaires, you will find a way to be a fucking
that's very
millionaire.
true.
If you hang out with people who are going nowhere and have no dreams or hopes,
Yeah.
you will have no dreams or hopes to achieve.
Like listen, like how you've been listening to those audiobooks. It's like you're not listening to books written by people who didn't do shit.
No.
You're listening to books that were written by people that are
Got it.
highly
Yes.
successful
Yes.
and have done the shit that you want to do.
Yes.
There's literally nothing better you could listen to than exactly that.
Yes.
That I don't know. I think that does it for me. That does it.
I just want to say, actual final thought. Use this comment section not to hype up what we said or any. Don't give in to our egos or our fucking. Use this for yourselves. You know, comment your story. Comment your successes. Comment what you've done. Comment what you're going to do. Comment how you're gonna do it. Send it out to the universe. Send it out to the world. I want this comment section to be filled with fucking love and passion and creativity and drive so that the days you don't feel like fucking doing it, you can read exactly what you wrote. Like I do with the videos I make. So I can look at those fucking videos and say, oh yeah, yesterday I wanted it. Today, I still fucking want it. Simple. Dog, it was a fucking honor, bro. I'm ready to go fucking investigate this place, man. Let's fucking do it.
Too.
One love, everybody. Hope you all have a great Thanksgiving rest of your day. Thank you all for watching. I genuinely appreciate it. Get some. Fucking get some. That was impressive.